When you're thinking about communicating some really important information across your organization, often I find that clients get really nervous because they think, oh, I wish I could just sit down and have a conversation with everyone. Or they might say, hey, when I actually do try and have a conversation, they don't tell me what's going on. They won't share that information with me. And so, what's important to think through is where are your most important communication or change agents? And often, this is those mid level leaders that are working right alongside the employees. They're hearing what's going on, they're learning the challenges, and then they're also hearing from you where you want them to go, what is important for the organization, and how to drive things forward. So when you think about your communication plan and, oh, I've got to cascade this big piece of information, and I also want to know what's going on with employees, those mid-level leaders are a little bit easier for you to put your hands around because there's less of them. It's not all of the employees across your organization. So thinking about how do you communicate things to them first? What things do they need to know that are different than the things that employees need to know? How can you help to make sure that they're at a place of true understanding, which means that there's communication back from them, that they're able to ask questions, they're able to say, hey, could you put that into a scenario? Like, what's this going to mean for my team's work? You're able to have some obstacle conversations, things that they might be worried about or they foresee their team would be worried about. So they get kind of a pause. They get an opportunity to really wrestle a bit with the communication that you're wanting to be able to share across the organization. And then you're able to say, once they've had just a little bit of time to be able to do that, now we need you to carry this message forward. Carry it to your team members, maybe say or hit on these couple of things so everybody's consistent, but then ask these couple of questions, see what your team needs, talk to them about what you think is going to be the most impact on your team. Often I think we're ready to communicate and we're ready to just push it all the way down in a quick fashion. We say we communicate with leaders tomorrow and we communicate with employees the next day, and hopefully everybody's on the same page. Well, the opportunity for people to be able to really understand and lean into something, especially if it's a big change, takes just a little bit of time and opportunity for them to ask questions. But once you can get those mid-level leaders on board and they're understanding from their seat what this change is all about, then they're able to contribute and give that information to employees that helps those employees say, oh, this is how it impacts me. And so these are the key pieces to be thinking about when you're setting up two-way communication within your mid-level leaders and you're wanting to cascade across the organization.